Yeah.
So a good example of this is a client I had. He came to me, he was a bit stuck, he was a bit bored, he was a bit frustrated at work, and he was looking for a promotion. So we worked on getting his spark back and getting his self-esteem back. And then he realized he was actually ready to step up 2 roles and get a director role. So I helped him with his job applications. Through that he got 4 interviews, and I prepared him for the interviews and presentations and really helped him. And at the end of that, he had 2 job offers for director roles, which when we started he didn't even believe he could go for. What better outcome than having 2 job offers? The choice was his. What a great position to be in. So I'm going to go back and talk a little bit more about the reflect in detail, as I said I would. So let me take a minute to ask you, in your own heads, how high do you think your self-esteem is? 1 to 10, just rate it. Right, whenever I ask this question, I am yet to come across anyone who scores 10. Most people are way below 10 and a few will be over 5. Most people are pretty low when I ask this question. So I have a lot of tools in my toolbox that would help you increase your self-esteem. And before we embark on the full coaching journey, we would get your self-esteem to a much higher number, and that's part of the journey in itself. Another client of mine came to me. She was feeling really stuck at work. She had normally had very high self-esteem, but she had suffered a few knockbacks, and as a result of that, her self-esteem was low. All she was looking for at work was a transfer to another department. When we got her self-esteem back up, she managed to get a promotion at work. She managed to move to a 4-day week, and this is the best part. She converted her photography hobby into paid work. What a way to get a spark. I mean, she was loving it all the way. So how do you know when your self-esteem is high? How do you know when you're in a good place? It's because your eyes sparkle, and there's that sparkle that you just cannot fake. Your eyes will sparkle when your self-esteem is high. I have clients who tell me they feel tall, they feel invincible, they feel they can do anything. And it is at this point when your self-esteem is high that you want your inner voice or that inner feeling to be heard and seen and acknowledged out in the world. When you're ready for that, you know your self-esteem is high. So I'd like to conclude. In conclusion, I would just like to say, use the 3-stage model I've developed to step your life up to the next phase. When you're ready, I'm here for you. Just remember, reflect, imagine, do, and get your self-esteem back up. A final example of this working is a chiropractor I saw. He had 1 clinic and he wanted to expand his business, but he was struggling with time. He didn't even have enough time for his family, and he constantly felt guilty. We worked on getting his spark back by creating some me time for him where he could rejuvenate. That was just his own time. And we deployed this model and several strategies. By the end of the coaching, he had opened a 2nd chiropractic clinic. He had built in some me time into his week to rejuvenate, and he was spending more quality time with his family. What a great result, and what a great way to live. I want to make that happen for all of you as well. And I always tell my clients, if I've coached you, I want to make sure you are the hottest stuff around town and you're always at your A game. I don't want anybody who I've coached to settle for less, because that would be a reflection on me, and I don't want that. So when you're ready, I'm ready. Come get me. And as a last thought, I'd like to share with you a little 2-minute presentation of a talk I did recently to just show you how much the audience enjoyed it. Thank you.